Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Athletics taking on the New York Yankees. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners, changing speeds. He's been an absolute nightmare for would-be hitters.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Almost ready to get underway. And on the hill in this one, Will Warren. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today. But when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Towards first. Steps on first for the out. And time now to check out the A's lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Swings here and blasts one left field. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
He was all over that one. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And now it's going to be Brent Rooker. Enters the day third in the American League batting race. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Late swing fouled off. 1 out and a runner at second here in game 1 of this 3-game set. That one misses, and it's 2-1.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Next offered in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Man at second. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Lawrence Butler up next for the A's.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
Wilson stands at second with 2 gone. Foul ball there. Hit hard on the ground to short. High throw to first, and he can't reach it.
That is it. The catcher.
That's a case where he just pushed the throw a little bit, didn't stay on top of it, didn't find the release point, and it gave him no chance at first base to come down with it. I know he won't be happy with himself on that one.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. 1 runs in. Judge hustles it back in. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
J.J. Bleday.
So 2 down. This is J.J. Bleday, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. And a foul ball.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Next offering misses. 1-1. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Two outs. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show, NYC. Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab, J.P. Sears. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, you know, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environments. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. And a foul ball. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. On the ground, right side. Soderstrom takes it to the bag. One gone, bottom half of the first. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Trent Grisham.
And Boog, he's slugging over 550 this year. We're talking total bases via home runs, doubles, triples at times. He's shown some big-time power this year, so I'm going to be looking for him to make an impact with the bat in this one, no doubt about it.
Aaron Judge stands in now and watches strike one. Judge went deep in his most recent game. And a swing and a miss.
0-2.
One out, base is empty. And ball one to Judge. Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Man at first, Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees. And ball one. Pop up here, third base side. Urshela on the move. Hauls it in, and there's two away. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton.
The designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Fly ball down the left field line. That's back. Gone. He dunks it off the foul pole. A two-run shot. It's 2-1.
Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Base is empty with 2 away. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Rip towards third. Urshela to first in time. And the inning is over. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Top of the second, and now Gio Urshela.
Number 13, Gio
Urshela with a homer in his last game. Warren back to work. Urshela hitting 7th in today's lineup. He joined the team as a free agent. Right through there for a strike. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
The left fielder, number 22, Miguel.
Here's Miguel Andujar. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
Line drive. The throw to first, and there's 2 away. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
2 down, nobody on. Foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. A's go quickly and quietly there. They're down 2-1. Back at Yankee Stadium, here's the veteran first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. That was the sweeper, but it missed. In the air, out towards left center. And there's 1 down.
Batting 7, the catcher, Ben.
So digging in, Ben Rice. That's in for a strike. And that one is lifted in the air. Andujar settles underneath it, puts it away for the out. That's out number 2.
Batting 8, the shortstop, Anthony.
2 down, base is empty. And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. That misses. 1-0. And a strike. That one lifted to left. Andujar in position. Makes the catch. And that'll do it. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Yellow.
On the inside corner for a strike. Swing and a foul out of play. And he's down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. And the batter now, Jacob Wilson. Doubled in his first AB. So you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Swing and a liner foul off to the right.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Over to Goldie. And that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Brent Rooker digs in now. Struck out swinging his first time. And there's a ball. 2 out, space is empty. In there at the knees. Strike 1. That one missed. Next offering is down low. And that's in for a strike. And that's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Next up for the A's, Lawrence Butler. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Pickoff throw, and he's back in safely. Squirts away a little bit. And now a man into scoring position.
Going to have to buckle down and make a pitch or two to get out of this little jam he's worked himself into after the 2-out hit, then that wild pitch. Good time to step off, take a deep breath.
Man on second, 2 down. Yeah, that's fouled off. And a swing and a miss, and that's that.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. And ball 1 to LeMahieu. There's a strike. Fought off foul. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
On a line out towards center. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
So the lineup flips over, and stepping in for the Yankees, Trent Grisham. Swinging a drive, deep right field, back there. Into the second deck and gone. It's that ball goodbye. His 17th of the year. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 4-1. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul. But not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. He swings and fouls one off.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
In plenty of time
now
to first, one away.
Cody.
That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. And here comes Bellinger. Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here's Stanton now. He's already homered in this game. Right through there for a strike. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the last half of the third. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Up next for the Yankees.
So man aboard, and now Jazz Chisholm Jr. Close but called a ball. Ball 1. That one ripped but foul. Swings through that one for strike 2.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Stanton, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fights it off. You'll see another. That one the other way. Hauls it in to end the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now a 4-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back in New York, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Shea Langoliers. First offering, and it just misses.
You know, these Athletics, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Next up for the A's, J.J. Bleday. Struck out swinging his first time. Pitch misses, and that's ball one.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Warren winds and deals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
That's off the mark. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Yankees up by 3. And a foul ball. He stays alive. On the ground, and that's just foul. And it remains 2-2. And down on strikes he goes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a fun at-bat to watch.
Urshela batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 2. Just missed.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. To third, Chisholm. Whips it across, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. The Yankees 4 and the A's 1. Back in the Bronx, ready to go,
Yankees,
bottom 4. And stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. That's inside, and that's ball 1.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Outside, ball 2.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
And another ball. And there's the automatic. Now he steps out as time is granted. The 3-1. There's a swing and a drive. That one hops against the fence. And that's a leadoff double.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. That one ripped right center field, back there. And that ball is out of here. Home run number 20 on the year. It's 6-1. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
And here comes Mark Kotze as he's ready to make a change and go to the bullpen. J.P. Sears out of the game, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Noah Murdoch takes over on the mound. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Now pitching for the Athletics, number 58, Noah Murdoch.
Anthony Volpe, the next to hit. Fly to left his first time. The shortstop takes the ball. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And that's in for a strike. And the count 1-1. Action in the pen down there. Ken Waldichuk up and loosening in the pen. Otanez warming up as well. And that one pulled foul. On the ground out to short. Sends it to first. One out in the bottom of the fourth.
Now batting, the second baseman, DJ.
And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. Singled and scored his first time. Fastball is outside. And delivers outside.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
One down, base is empty. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 3. The pitch. That one finds the zone. And now 3-1. Still only one out here in the inning.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. So the one out hit turns the lineup over. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. He's already homered here in this one. And that is out of play. Swing and a ball popped up. And there are 2 outs. Here is Aaron Judge. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2.
Judge.
Judge rips that one. Lede makes the catch. And that is that. 2-run blast for the Yankees this inning. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. New inning getting started. Here's the left fielder, Miguel Andujar.
Miguel Andujar.
Warren back to work. Andujar, 30 years old now, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Up the middle. Volpe throws it to first in time. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
The first baseman, number 21,
Tyler Soderstrom now at the plate. Went down on strikes his first time through. And takes low for ball 1. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Judge going back on it. Brings it back on a leaping catch. Wow!
Just a great place to play the outfield. Very friendly walls, scalable with the ability to go up and bring back home runs. Tremendous play right there, and nothing feels better as an outfielder.
Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Zach Geloff. That's in there, and that is strike 1. Just missed. Base hit center field. And that keeps the inning going.
The batter, number 5, shortstop
Jacob Wilson getting ready to hit. 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball. And that one fouled off.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
That missed by a lot. 2-2. Geloff off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. The A's strand 1. They trail it 6-1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting.
And here is Giancarlo
Stanton.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Yankees really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in.
Swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there. Out of here. Another homer. his second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 8-1.
Now he's just showing off out there, and who could blame him with a swing like that? Give that man a bat, watch it go a long way. That's just a great feeling as a hitter. You let the ball travel, tracked it pretty nicely. He's almost beat there, but he gets the bat head in time, and it's true enough to stay fair. I mean, that's a good feeling when you can hit an opposite field home run, and he did it right there.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Hit in the air, right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His 17th of the year, and they add on. It's 9-1. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Noah Murdoch done for the night. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Ken Waldichuk.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Flying drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Now batting, the catcher, Ben.
Now the catcher up to hit, Ben Rice. There's a swing and a miss. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Nobody out, runner at first. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Gassed it right by him.
Now batting.
So next, Anthony Volpe. 0 for 2 in this one. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
Wastes no time there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. First pitch misses. And a swing and a miss there.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Two on, one out. On the ground is second, might be two. They get one, and it's a double play to end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and they're starting to run away. It's now 9-1. You're dialed into the show. Top 6. Now the A's designated hitter, Brent Rooker. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. Oh, he gloves it. The throw. Nicely done for the out.
Well, he makes a great decision to go ahead and dive to stop that ball. Nice little flip to the pitcher covering. Those are those PFPs, pitchers fielding plays.
Lawrence Butler digs in now. There's a strike.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Base is empty, one away, and we're the top half of the sixth. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
Now batting, the catcher, Shea.
And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. There you see his May and June numbers so far. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8. Next up for the A's, J.J. Bleday, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Inside, just missed. Swing and a ground ball. They take the force out, and that's the 3rd out. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Outside low, and it's 1-0. And that's too high. Close one, doesn't get the call. And now 3-0. There's a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
That one fouled off. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Just missed there. Boog. How would you describe your strike zone?
Kind of like a Weeble.
Aaron.
Large.
Judge.
It's Aaron Judge now. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Roll to short, could be 2. To second for 1. Over to first, but he beats it. Here comes Cody Bellinger. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. And it's gone. He made him pay for that one, and they add a couple more. It's 11-1.
That fastball wasn't even in the zone, and he was still able to hit it out. Wow. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. 3 for 3 with a pair of home runs and a single. And first offering is fouled off. Two runs across in the inning here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through.
The third
Here's the third baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Chisholm Jr.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. Foul ball there. Stanton at first, one gone. And there's a ball.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
That's to third. Off balance feed. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt. On the ground to the left. Urshela to first in time. And they get Goldschmidt for the out. That's the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. We're through 6 full. Back after this on the show.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
Ian Hamilton.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. You still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Here's Gio Urshela. Swinging a foul straight back. And that one lifted in the air center field. Grisham settles under it. Makes the grab. One away.
The left fielder, number 22, Miguel.
So digging in, Miguel Andujar has grounded out a couple of times. Gets under it and pops it up. LeMahieu hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Tyler.
Now here is Tyler Soderstrom. On the ground to short, Volpe. Zips it across. That ends the frame. Nothing doing there for the A's. They trail by double digits, 11-1. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Ben Rice. And that one upstairs, ball one. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Langoliers makes the grab, one away.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Anthony.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Just missed. Right through there for a strike. That's a base hit.
Now batting, the second baseman,
One gone runner at first. Here's DJ LeMahieu. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Volpe over at first with one away. Just missed. And that's a strike.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Here's a 2-2. There goes the runner. The other way, and a base hit. And out to aboard.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Ken Waldichuk gives way, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the
Now
Athletics.
a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Michel Otonez.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
One down. And next for New York, Trent Grisham. And that drops in for a strike. Runners at the corners, one away. Here, the bottom of the seventh. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
On the ground, a short, could be two. He's in safely at second. A run comes in on the play.
Well, you're already down in the game, and not just by a couple, and then that error allows a run to score, and this is where things can really start to fall apart. As a team, they need to pick themselves up, find a way to play better baseball the rest of the way.
First and second, one out. Here comes Aaron Judge. Off the plate inside. 1-0. Headed towards the corner. Ought to automatic double now as it hops the wall and foul ground. As a run scores.
Well, everyone is thinking, Ed, would the runner have scored from first if the ball stayed in the park? We'll never know, but they do get a run across with a chance to do more damage in the inning.
One away, runners at second and third. Now the left fielder, Cody Bellinger. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. One run is in. Now a long throw home. He's in there.
Now batting.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. So it's 4 runs for him, 4 hits, 1 error, no one left. We look ahead to inning number 8. The Yankees lead this one 15-1. We go to the 8th. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Zach Geloff.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
And first offering is fouled off. Hamilton goes 6'1". He features a slider, a sinker, and he works in a 4-seamer. Next one is off the plate, and 1-1. Just missed. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Struck him out looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Wilson, the next to hit, takes ball 1. The Yanks up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 8th. That's in there, and it's 1-1. Up the middle. Over to Goldie. 2 up, 2 down.
The batter, the designated hitter, Brent Rooker.
Brent Rooker up next for the A's. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
And a foul ball. Outside low, 2-1. Just missed. Line drive. Nice grab. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now the third baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Otanez back to work. And that's fouled off. Foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Got him swinging.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's
still
still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. That's in there. That's strike one. What a stop to first. And they get the out.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher, Ben Rice.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Ben Rice. That clips the corner. Next offering is fouled back. Time asked for at the plate. Maybe an attempt to break up the rhythm that he's got going on the mound right now. 2 outs. Foul ball, still 0-2. And that one almost got him. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. Bet the hands are still stinging after that one.
2 down, nobody on. On the ground to third. Handles, throws to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over.
Now pitching.
New pitcher for the Yankees, Tim Hill.
And you know,
41.
bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Butler in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that's down and away. Next one just misses. 3-2 now.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Swung on, belted. Judge going back on it. Pulls it in on the warning track.
It's a really good swing. He just didn't get quite enough of it to beat the wind. It's blowing in from right field right now.
Now the catcher up to hit, Shea Langoliers. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the top of the 9th. Sets him down looking. The A's down to their final out.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Bleday in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. That's in there.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Another strong showing from them tonight, Boo. They're doing the little things well over this long winning streak. And you can bet that has the manager smiling. When a team executes this well so consistently, it makes you think they're destined for big things.
A 15-1 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.